I'm not sharing screen. Okay, let me share my screen now. So are you able to see my screen now? Yes. Okay. Yeah. So guys, this architecture is front end, back end, DB configurations. I mean three-tier architecture. So as we discussed in the last classes, so we have developed this process for across regions to give high availability across region. And so the creation of architecture is a very headache process. I know the creation of subnets, VPC, load balancers, auto scaling. It will take maybe time for 2 hours, 3 hours, 4 hours, depends on the practice. So almost your focus is always creation of infrastructure, but finally, if you get an error on the deployment side, the creation of architecture again you need to delete. After some time, if you want to do practice again, you need to delete the architecture. So in this case, the deletion of architecture, creation of architecture, definitely is a very headache process since we have a lot of configurations you have to do. And deletion also, sometimes some dependencies are there. So first you need to delete the dependencies, then you can delete this one. Okay, let me change the options here, getting echo. What about now? Is it okay now? Yeah, okay. Yeah, Kate's everything will take Kubernetes, Jenkins, and I'm going to start from the next week, or I will let you know, guys. I'm going to start GitOps process. DevOps, GitOps, we have some little difference will be there. GitOps is very, very important nowadays. I mean, instead of depends on the Jenkins, we can develop the project, we can trigger the project, we can enable integration, development, delivery. I mean, continuous integration, continuous development, I mean, continuous deployment and continuous delivery. No need to depend on any third-party tools like Jenkins, Bamboo, Circle integration, and something and all. Your source code platform, like a GitLab itself, so it will give the provision to configure your continuous integration, continuous deployment directly. Okay. So I'm going to start the next workshop on that concepts. It will take definitely 3 to 4 sessions. So we can develop by using GitLab, the creation of, I mean, build a Terraform infrastructure and build a one sample project, standalone application, and we can build some microservices project also. I mean, Kubernetes by using GitLab CI/CD. I'm not going to provide any, I'm not going to create any Jenkins pipelines for that. Okay. So we have a GitOps operation, we have a DevOps operations. DevOps, we have to configure multiple tools to achieve something. But GitOps means Git itself will provide that provision to handle that continuous integration, continuous development, and continuous delivery. So in our DevOps session, we already discussed, right? Argo CD. So 10:30 a.m. batch, you're aware of that. 10th, so the Argo CD is GitOps process. We are not configuring any Jenkins. Git itself, it will take care of, the Kubernetes deployment and all. Git will always track your changes and run the pipeline, the background, and everything will taken care by Git itself. Only one tool, Git, will take care everything. Okay, no need to configure the multiple configurations. No need to install Jenkins. That is GitOps. Okay. Okay, let's get started now. So you can come here. Okay. Let's go to here, my repositories. So three-tier app infra. Okay, three-tier app infra is the Terraform infrastructure code. So by using this code, I will create everything. Everything means 90%. So we are not supposed to create 100% by using Terraform. Some configuration dependencies we have to configure externally after creating infrastructure. Okay, I will tell you why. And before that, guys, I will explain the code. And before that, if you can see my end, I have created 3 directories. One directory is for creation of main servers. Main servers are nothing but, in the last class we already discussed, we have launched 2 servers, public servers. After that, we deployed a front-end application, back-end application. After that, we created a AMI, right? To work on that server, we need a servers, right? So if you run this script, 2 servers will be created. Those are public servers. You can connect the public server. You can clone the Git. You can deploy the application. You can create a AMI. That is the task number 1. Once AMIs are created, let's take US West 2. If you run this US West 2 infrastructure, everything will be created. And to create a US West 2 infrastructure, we have to configure auto scaling, load balancer, launch template, AMS, and everything will taken care by US West 2. So here there is a dependency, right? If you want to create US West 2, AMI is required, right? To create a launch template, load balancer, auto scaling, target groups, first initial stage is what? AMI is required. So I can create AMI manually after creating of this directory. Okay. Once AMI is created, we have to give a source for AMI for the US West 2. I will show everything, don't worry. And after that, this is for US East 1. Okay. So 2 directories are there. Let's come now here. I have cloned into my VS Code. Please practice in VS Code, not in EC2 instance directly. Okay. So I have cloned this repository into my local. You know how to clone, right? Git clone. SSH or PAT or HTTPS. PAT means personal access token. My voice is not audible. Is it same for everyone? Are you audible? Preeti, can you please check your end? It's a crystal clear. Please, others, please check your end. Preeti, now it is okay. Can you please check your laptop mic speaker settings and all, or headset if you are using? Next, Hemant, next your opportunity. Don't come now. Clear, right? Okay, perfect. Okay. So what I'm going to do, guys, first I'm going to trigger the infrastructure. It will take half an hour time. Meanwhile, we can explain. Otherwise, we need to wait half an hour time. Understand? Yeah. Why you? How to do that? I too don't know. How to allow chat to everyone? very new to me, this platform. Anyone please help to enable chat to I mean, I have enabled my chat to everyone, but other chat how to enable I too don't know, guys. Please help me so that I can do. Mm, only host can, huh? Okay, let me talk to him. You guys are more interested to see others' messages, right? This is very important in India, first of all. What others are talking is very important, right? Wait. Hello? We others messages enable చేయాలంటలా అంటే టీమ్ టు చెక్ అదర్స్ మెసేజెస్ మీకు తెలియదా? ఓకే ఓకే ఒకసారి మనం ఒక హాఫ్ అన్ అవర్ ఫ్రీ అయినప్పుడు కనెక్ట్ అవుతుంది ఒకసారి ఆప్షన్స్ అనేవి చెక్ చేద్దాం ఓకే టు ఆల్ ప్యానలిస్ట్ వేర్ ఐ నీడ్ టు చేంజ్ ఓకే గైస్ ప్లీజ్ ఫర్ టుడే ప్లీజ్ కాంప్రమైజ్ విత్ అదర్స్ మెసేజెస్ అదర్వైజ్ ఐ విల్ రీడ్ సమ్ టైమ్స్ ఓకే ఓకే లెట్స్ కమ్ నౌ యా ఎనీవే. So now I'm in the main directory. I have created one directory. I have cloned entire repository into my local. Okay, my repository content, my repository name is Three-Tier App Infra. Inside directory 1, directory 2, directory 3. Three directories I have created. One directory is to create a main instances where we are going to exactly deploy application, create AMI. And next one is enter US West to deployment. And the next US East one is enter US East one deployment. Till here clear, right? I will explain one by one. So first we need to execute this one. But my end already created AMS. Your end you can create AMS and make it ready after deployment application. So now I'm going to deploy US West 2. First you need to deploy US West 2. I will tell you why. Let me run this first. Okay, I need to switch to here. Okay, so I'm going to run US West 2. So Terraform, guys, Terraform release new update, new version is OpenTofu. I'm going to take one session on OpenTofu, how to work with OpenTofu. Now Terraform, we are not using any Terraform version. We are using all companies only OpenTofu. Even my company also yesterday have updated. So same thing, you need to update in your resume. Um, at this time, you can update good knowledge on OpenTofu only. Don't say 3 years work experience on OpenTofu. It's released just 3 months back only. Understand? So please, they can confuse interviewers. First unit run Terraform init. My end unit has already done. So see guys, I'm going to run Terraform plan to check. US West 2 is going to deploy everything now. So we can check Terraform plan. What I'm going to create by using Terraform. So total 39 resources I'm going to create by using this US West 2 region. Okay, let me deploy first all the things. Then we can explain one by one. Terraform, apply, auto approve. So in our Terraform series, right, we learned 14 days. The 14 days, whatever we learn, everything use this project. Day 1 to day 14. If you ask me to that, sir, can you please give the project to work on day 1 to day 14 series, what we discussed, this is the project. So whatever we discuss, data block, dependency block, user data, key updating, AMI calling, okay, and what? Dynamic block. Next, uh, user data, data source, lifecycle rules, and multi-providers, whatever, everything covered in this project, guys. Everything covered. Metadata, yes. Metadata arguments, count and for each, whatever, everything is covered. Hmm? Yeah. More than enough, guys. This project is more than enough to show to your interviews 4 years experience. Nothing is there more than this project. If you go in an organization, this is the main thing. Nothing is there more than this. If you are good, this one, if you are able to understand, yes, you are master in the Terraform. No doubt on this. 80-90% you can quote yourself, I'm master in Terraform. Remaining 10%, yes, few other configurations required, not at all required at this time. Just let me run US East one also after complete US West 2. Then it will take half an hour time. We can discuss one by one, the code and everything. Okay. US West 2 will deploy quickly. The reason inside there is no RDS. So your end also, if you are facing any issue, simply you can run this half an hour project will be completed everything. But manual process is very, very important. Don't depend on automatic process. This is not at all good, guys. If you know manual process only, where you can, if you are getting any error in this Terraform, you are in the situation able to understand why exactly this error is coming. If you don't know manual knowledge, you are unable to troubleshoot this infrastructure by using Terraform. Manual knowledge 100% required, then Terraform. That's what I have given time to you for 1 month to understand the project. That's what I'm not going to complete entire project in one session. So this 1 month, I had given time wantedly to understand the architecture, how many subnets are required, what is public, what is private, how security groups we need to configure, how front end to back end configurations, how back end to DB configuration. If you know this project, DevOps is very easy to understand the DevOps projects, microservices projects. Same process, but we are deploying in DevOps lifecycle. Okay, don't worry, guys. Just give me 1 or 2 days time. What you need to update in your resume, I will share to everyone. Simply copy the points and update into your resume. That's it only. No need to give your own points there. Okay. And what is, if in interviews, definitely they can ask what kind of projects you implemented. Just you can say that, okay, I have implemented, I have a part of one project in my company. So it's a 3-tier application kind of project. That's it only. Don't say there is a books. If I add one book will be added. Don't say that, right? Just for example only we have created this project. Don't say the what application it is. Just we can say kind of Node.js application. What is the application if they ask? No, we are not supposed to reveal that. There is some confidential data in that. That's it only. No one can ask what is the application, what you are going to do in that. They can ask approach only. Any interview guys, no one can ask show me the application. It's a Node.js application. That's it only. What application? Node.js application. That's it. In your project also, the heading just project. That's it only. Don't mention any project name. Project. That's it. The project overview, you can mention like I work with Node.js application deployment. That's it only. And below points you can add, I involved to create infrastructure by using Terraform. So we have developed this infrastructure environment in 2 different regions for cross-region availability. And I worked on these tools. I have created CloudFront for, edge locations enable process. We have implemented Route 53 for failure routing. And also we have created Route 53 private hosted zone for internal routing. And we involve in RDS migration, RDS read replica concepts. And we have configured read replica from master to provide high availability. Like that we need to mention in that. Don't mention like good in RDS, good in CloudFront, good in IAM, good in S3, not good RISE. Don't mention like that. Okay, that's what we are not getting calls. Whoever updating like that only, you are not getting calls. This is very clear. We have a calls and DevOps. I can say that recently my team, everyone plays all the companies within 10 days, 1 week only. We have a calls, but if you are not getting calls, the reason is your resume is not good. Simply I can say that. Okay. Voice breaking. What happened? Okay. In WebEx, not possible. Okay. Thanks for your messages. Yeah. So guys, okay. US West 2 is created. Let's going to deploy. Now, US East one. Okay. Terraform plan. So 42 resources are going to create now. Terraform, apply, auto approve. Can't see my screen now. What happened, guys? Upasana, please check your end. Are you able to see my VS code? What about others? Then, okay, everything is good, right? So now, okay, I executed third one also. That is US East one. We can discuss everything from the scratch. It will take time half an hour, definitely. The reason RDS configured in here only. Okay, let's go to now. So one by one we'll discuss. So the first directory is AMI creation process. Okay, you just ignore this. The below process you just ignore. Meanwhile, the first directory, the first process is backend ec2.tf, backend.sh, frontend ec2.tf, frontend.sh. I mean, how many servers we are going to create here? Tell me now. How many servers required here? 2 servers to deploy frontend, to deploy backend. From that, after creating a server, what we can do? Connect the server, git to clone, deploy application, create AMI. This is task number 1, what you are going to do. You can do by using this process or manually also you can do it. First process is. Now your AMI is ready means we can start the process from AMI. You tell me guys, my voice is breaking. Huh? Okay, just check your end, Vishnu. Vishnu, check your end. My end is everything is good. So just focus this architecture again now. So here I need to create infrastructure in 2 regions. Clear? One is US East one is US West 2. So, and in this architecture, I need to create what and all? Let me write one by one here. Yeah, what and all required here? US West 1 or US East 1. Both are same configurations. Okay, what and all required to create a load balancer and auto scaling? First process is what? Your AMI should be ready. Now my AMI is ready. From that AMI, what you need to create? From that AMI, what I need to create? Launch template. Very good. Okay, launch template. Guys, my screen is visible, right? Online team, paint screen is visible, right? Anyone? Yes. Okay, perfect. And next what I need to create, guys? After launch template? Yes, make it ready your target group. Target group is ready. Next, what I can create? Load balancers. So first you need to draw like that, only will get a clarity. Application load balancer. Next, what I need to create? Auto scaling group has to create. Clear? Perfect till here, right? My auto scaling group create a servers. From where? AMI. Inside AMI, same application is there. 1 or 2, 3, 4, 5 we can create. Clear, guys? Still here? Perfect. Let's go and explain each and every, the file here. Let's go here. Let's open US West 2. First we can focus. So what I need to create from here? Launch template, target group, auto scaling, load balancer. Main 4 required, right? Let's understand. Let's understand. First what we need to create? Launch template from where? AMI. I'm calling data source. What is data source? What is data source here? Yes, we can call existing resource from AWS. I think my AMI already created, right? In this case, I'm not creating my AMI. Call for existing network resources. Yes, correct. I'm using data block to call. What I'm going to call here? My AMI. In this case, my AMI already created, right? Understand now? Once we create a first directory, AMI will created, or make it ready your AMI. Better to create 2 instances manual process and deploy application, create AMI manually. At least we'll get a clarity. My AMI is ready now. Okay, I'm calling my AMI. How to call existing AMI? My AMI, not default AMI, right? So here, owner is what? Self. I'm able to see list of AMIs. Those list of AMIs, applying the filter, calling which one? Friend and AMI. I mean, I'm calling with name. I'm calling with the help of name, applying filter myself. The list will go to myself AMIs. From that AMI, I'm taking created one AMI. How the system can understand based on the tags. Let's go and check my front-end AMI created or not before. I'm not creating now. Front-end AMI already created. That's what I'm using. Data source. Clear till here? Yeah. Let's go now. US East 1. Go to AMIs. Front-end AMI. I'm calling front-end AMI already created one by using data source. How I'm calling only front-end AMI? Myself, backend also there, front-end also there, right? But I'm giving filter. I'm giving filter to call only front-end AMI. So in this column, in this, if you can give backend AMI, it will call backend AMI. So AMI is clear, right? While creating launch template, we have to define AMI. Yeah. Next, what I'm doing here? Creating a launch template resource. Let's go manual process of launch template creation. Create a launch template. What I need to give here? Selection of first step is my AMI, and next is what? Instance type. Next is what? Key pair. network settings, create a launch template. Now I'm creating a launch template. Name I'm giving, description I'm giving, image ID. You can rejoin, guys, whoever facing the issue. Otherwise, yeah, maybe, correct, correct. Could be their network issue. Thanks, Bhaskar Reddy. Okay, then I will proceed, okay. Yeah, so to creation of launch template, what and all required? So image ID is required, instance type is required, security groups are required, key name is required. These are required. Clear now? But here user data also I'm giving here. You can give if you want user data in the launch template. For example, yeah, for example, why launch template, why user data here? For example, guys, simple logic. You have already created AMI, right? Already created AMI, right? In that AMI, if you forget something, for example, you can execute from here also. While creating a launch template, it will execute this user data into your instance while creating time. That is a process. That's what wanted I have enabled here. So if you can go here, nothing is there. Just start the Apache web server only. My end already, Apache web server started in the front end development time, right? In the instance inside, before creating AMI, my Apache already started, configuration, everything is done. After that only AMI is created. Again, we can proceed also through launch template also. Let's go to the launch template. There is an option right in the launch template. If you can go for advanced details, here I can mention my user data details if required anything. If you want to add on top of that after creating AMI. Clear? That's what I have given here. You know, right, how to call user data? Let's go launch template. Yeah, I'm calling user data. And next is what? Default version. We can change the version here, the launch template version. So whoever practice well Terraform only they can understand today class. Otherwise, same Tamil movie to everyone. Okay, this is very clear. Whoever need job only prepare this one. Nowadays, without project, no one is ready to give a job. In your resume, no project details, no shortlist, no calls. If you update only the description, I know this, I know this, I know this. We are not shortlisting this. Okay, projects are very important. Okay, this is clear. Creation of launch template. Next, what I need to create? AMI done, launch template done. Next, target group, right? Let's go to target group. See, mine already created target groups. Already ran, right? So how to create a target groups? Give target group name, give a protocol, and health checks if you want, and next. And next, that's it only. No need to select any instances. Even single instance also, we are not supposed to select the reason. The single instance also we can execute through auto scaling group only. That instance is private instance. Clear right now? Okay, anyway, our focus is in target group. Let's go to target group now. Here, this is target group creation. How to create? Give the just resource. Resource type is common, right? We cannot change resource type. This is existing one. We cannot change this resource type. It is not like a user defined thing, but we can change local name. Clear? See name, okay. Port, okay. Protocol, okay. VPC. Clear? 4 steps required for to create a target group, right? See again, I will show you here. The first step is what? Name, port, and VPC and create. Clear? Same steps we have defined here. But what is this? Depends on block. What is the use of this? Any dependency service has to create first. After that only this service will be created. So now definitely this dependency block depends on where? VPC. If VPC is not created, this target group will not, this target group will not created, right? Target group, we need to define what? VPC. Understand or not? For example, guys, in the manual process, so if your VPC is not ready, what will happen? Target group will not create in the same VPC, right? It will create different VPC. But three-tier VPC already ready, right? Ready means after create VPC only, this target group will create dependency. Otherwise, first target group will create, VPC is not exist. Error will come, right? This VPC is not found, not find inside your AWS. That's what I have written. Dependency block. Now you can understand why I spent 14 days on Terraform. Now only you can understand. AMI, launch template, target group. These three clear? Next. Load balancer. Very good. What is this? AWS-LB. Load balancer creation process resource type is. Okay. So don't check directly Terraform script. Compare with your manual process and Terraform script. Then only you can understand very, very well. Okay. See, me also, directly I'm going, okay, AWS LB. I'm not going to check directly script. Okay, let's go. Application, sorry, load balancer, right? Load balancer. Create a load balancer. Next, click on application load balancer. Next, give on the name. Next, VPC selection. Next, this is very, very important. We discussed multiple times, right? If you uncheck here, the respective agent traffic will not go even those instances are running inside target group. Clear, right? This point is clear, right? So here, what I need to check here, the required one. The required one subnets only. Here only, auto scaling will create a servers. These servers only load balancer giving access to public, not everyone. Clear now? So agent selections are required or not? See how to think here. Agent selections required in this process. That's it. Which agents we can discuss later. Okay. By the name we can understand, right? Front end 1A, 1B, back end 1C, 1D. What we can discuss later. But we need to understand here the requirement. Here the availability zone selections are required. That's it only. Yeah. Next is what? SG group. Next, listeners. Clear till here? Okay. Let's come now here. What is the first point here? Name. Next is what? Internal. Okay, internal means this is not internal, right? Internal false means external. Next, load balancer type is what? Application. In Terraform, we can take a AWS LB only. Means which load balancer we have to give here? Load balancer type argument. That's what we are application. If it is a network load balancer, give network. That's it. Security groups. These security groups I have created already separately for all the security groups. Load balancer security groups, auto scaling security groups, front and back and RDS, everything security groups are created, right? I'm going to give these security groups for ALB front end. Okay. Subnets are nothing but what here? Selection of subnets. Which availability zone we need to select? I mean, these availability zones only my load balancer will send the traffic, not other availability zones. See here, public 1, public 2. Why public 1, public 2 here? Load balancer definitely exposed to external means it should be run on public subnets only. That's what public subnet 1, public subnet 2. Here I'm selecting. Clear till here? Okay. In the same agent availability zones, only the private subnet the request will go. 1A, 1B. You tell me, guys, my 1C. Yeah, for example, public 1 ID, public 2 ID. Two subnets I can see, right? Public 1D is running on 1A availability zone. Public 2 ID is running in 1B availability zone. Okay, no problem. I have given 1A, 1B, no problem. For suppose your private instance is running on 1C availability zone, but here it will not work. The reason my public subnets created 2 availability zones only. In that case, 1C availability zone also I need to create public subnet. I can give here. Clear? Minimum subnets to maximum you can give. If you are using 6 availability zones, in 6 availability zones, 6 private servers are running, 6 public subnet we should create to give a load balancer access to configure the routing to respect to agents. Clear? Yeah. These are tags. Yeah. Tell me guys. Again, I'm writing dependency block. Why? I have written already dependency block. Why here? Target group. Load balancer. See guys, you tell me one thing. Multiple times we discuss. If you want to configure load balancer, first we need to create target group, then load balancer. Why? Inside load balancer, we need to map target group details. Same here also, right? Dependency block. Load balancer, you can create after target group creation only. Otherwise, load balancer, where it is routing? Understand or not? Clear? Launch template, target group, load balancer. These three create. Clear? Next is what? Auto scaling, right? Let's go to auto scaling. This one. So here we need to understand carefully. Let's go to auto scaling group now. Terraform is easy, guys. If you do practice, my sessions, my series, very easy Terraform. Okay? But many people think Terraform is very difficult. No, Terraform is very easy. But hot cake in the market, guys. Seriously, hot cake in the market, Terraform. At this time, infra engineer. The role is cloud platform engineer, cloud network engineer, cloud infrastructure engineer. Very important tool we have to learn for these three roles, Terraform. As I said, right? If you don't have time, if you feel difficulties to understand entire DevOps, at least learn cloud and Terraform. That's what I can say that. No need to create, guys. See, no one can write this code from the scratch. We can take from Terraform official registry only. But which snippet we can take, you should have understand. Okay. So here, you tell me guys, for example, if I start this workshop today, if I explain Terraform, are you able to understand? We don't know how many subnets required, how many instances required. That's what we need to understand manual process first, then you can move to Terraform process. Clear? Okay. Already done, right? Nagaraju, you are, I think guys, yeah, sorry. 9 a.m. batch Terraform is pending. Okay? 9 a.m. batch. Don't worry, I will take care of that. Okay? Just understand only Terraform apply, Terraform desktop. There are two commands to run Terraform. Just you can understand that's it only. And anyway, guys, whoever missed my Terraform classes, 7:30 a.m. batch, you just come to 9 a.m. and join Terraform classes. Okay? No problem. Yeah. But online, I don't know how to handle that situation. You need to talk to admin. But offline, I can say that. Okay? Yeah. హేమంత్ గిట్ కూడా వస్తున్నాడు బాస్. గిట్ వినలే. నేను ఏం చెప్పాను చెప్పు గిట్. నేను ఏం చెప్పా చెప్పు క్లాస్ నేను. Yeah, okay. Leave it, guys. Don't divert. Auto scaling group. How to create auto scaling group? I know తను ఎందుకు వస్తున్నాడు క్లాస్కి. I know very well why he is coming to my class again. Where is Philip? Unnecessarily given task to him. That's why he is not attending the classes sometime. Okay, let's go to create auto scaling group, guys. Guys, what kind of steps we need to give here? See, auto scaling group also created from the Terraform. Give the name. So launch template should create, right? So in this case, create a dependency block for launch template. I'm selecting here, but I'm not creating, okay? Just understand. And next, what steps are required? Selection of VPC availability zone. This is very, very important. Can anyone say why these steps are required here? Why these are important here? My end, multiple subnets are there. 8 subnets are there, right? For DB, 2 subnets, for backend, 2 subnets, for frontend, 2 subnets. Where exactly autoscaling has to deploy the servers? This is what actually front-end deployment. Front-end deployment means autoscaling group has to create servers in front-end subnets only, right? In this case, here I need to provide autoscaling group. You can create the servers in only front-end subnets only, not backend and not DB. Okay. In this case, you need to declare here 1A, 2B, no, 1A, 1B, whatever the series we can discuss later. If I give like this, what will happen? Inside this VPC, okay, sorry. Inside this subnet, private 1A, 2B is the front end. Okay. Okay, number series may be the change here. Let's understand this two. This two. If I give like this, let's Anand. Anand in class lo nanu malli chestanu, okay na? Okay, guys. So here you need to define where exactly your auto scaling group create a servers. Where means if it is a front end means front end subnet. If it is a back end means back end subnet. Means what we can understand here, auto scaling group will take the inputs from here only. Where exactly auto scaling has to create the servers. This is very, very important point in interview. Clear now? Yeah. Why? Same subnets only load balancer is configured. Understand? My load balancer same subnets only configure. If any servers will create in the same subnet only, my load balancer is able to connect and give the request to public. Clear? Yeah. Next is what? You can give some steps, whatever existing target group selections. And here you can give health checks. You can enable easy to health checks. And next, you can give desired capacity 1, minimum capacity 2, maximum capacity 3, whatever. And then you can come, see, I'm giving one, for example. If you can go next. Auto scaling group will be created, right? Same steps I configure in Terraform also. No need to worry here. I'm creating what? Front-end auto scaling group. How many auto scaling groups are required total this project? Total 4. For one region, 2 auto scaling groups. One is for front end, one is for back end. If you understand this project, you can understand why DevOps are required in this project. Without DevOps, what kind of challenges we can see? Why DevOps is more popular? SDLC process, software development lifecycle. Without DevOps, what kind of challenges we can see? I will show you now. Okay. I'm creating auto scaling group by giving some local name. This is what? Resource type. You should use same name only, not different names. Okay. So if you can give here underscore Hemant, good morning, it will not take like this. Okay. We have to give existing. Here you can give Hemant will create multiple groups like that you can create. Okay. Next is what? Name. Next is what here? Desired capacity is what? 1. Maximum capacity is what? 1. Minimum capacity is what? 1. What is this? Where exactly auto scaling has to create which subnets? Okay. What is this? Which target group? You tell me, guys. Now you can easily understand, right? This resource block you can easily understand, right? Why? You know the manual process first. Without manual process, if you come directly Terraform, what is minimum? What is maximum? What is target groups? What is desired capacity? May you confuse, right? If anyone asks, na Terraform, you know? Yes, you know Terraform. You know Terraform with Lambda creation? Okay. I need to check how to create Lambda function manual process. Then I can take the script from Google or Terraform register. I can implement. That's it only. Clear now? You know Terraform means definitely you should know any one of the cloud. Otherwise, you don't know Terraform. So without AWS knowledge, is there any use to learn? Is there any use to learn DevOps? Now you can understand, right? Terraform is a DevOps tool, right? So you are saying Terraform is very important tool for DevOps. 30% questions will come only on Terraform only in interview. But we don't know cloud knowledge. Then how you can understand Terraform? The trainers will give training on AWS only 1 week. Then how those guys can understand Terraform? They will teach Terraform first and then AWS. Is it good now? The institutes are like that only. Anyway, this is clear, right? Now health checks type is what? I have given here. Come to previous. Health checks type is what? EC2. So everything is there here only. Nothing is there here. We are just calling that. Next launch template we have to call, right? I'm giving launch template details here. Yeah, this is very important. So for your understanding, what I did here, I just prepared one breakdown for auto scaling. This breakdown you can understand. So instance refresh is what? This block initiate an instance refresh when changes are made to ASG, such as modifying the launch template or desired capacity. So if I give instant refresh, what? If any changes will come, right? So it will start the initialization process, the background. No need to delete the server. It will take automatically initialization process if any changes are there in launch template. So guys, some updates are released, right? What you need to do, create AMI and again create launch template version and again come to auto scaling group. You have to pass the latest version of launch template, right? Whenever you can update launch template version inside your auto scaling group and update the auto scaling group, automatically auto scaling group initiates the process here. That is instance refresh. Strategy, rolling I have updated. What is rolling here? The specifies the instance refresh will happen in the rolling fashion. Oh, let me connect charger quickly. Okay, so rolling is means what? The specifies that instance refresh when the happen is in a rolling fashion, meaning that instance will be placed gradually rather than all at once. For example, if you release one update into a launch template, right? The by default, auto scaling group upgrade the versions, upgrade the release one by one. This is called rolling, not at one time, not a delete all and create again. It's not like that. One by one gradual process, it will work. Next, preferences is what? So instance warm up equal to 300, instance warm up equal to 300 seconds are nothing but guys. For example, one new instance is created by using auto scaling. New instances means what? Same instances only second replica. I mean, the load is more means instance will be created, right? When the instance will be created, when the instance will be take the traffic, how much time it will require to come into the in service. So it will take some time, right? Initializing process, starting process, and health checks 2x2 check pass. Then only instance will take the traffic. Then only we can understand instance is in service mode. In that time, in this case, it will take minimum 300 seconds as an instance warm up. You can mention default as is. Otherwise, if you make it as a 60 seconds, quickly instance will be initialized process will be quickly will happen. No need to wait for 300 seconds to serve the request for this server, new server, right? A warm up is nothing but is what? Time taken process. So time taken process to initialize the server creation. Okay. For example, if I create a new instance by click the manual process, how much time it will take? At least three minutes or 2 minutes time it will take, right? Initializing process, pending state, then 2x2 pass. So that time is warm up time. How much time we have to take here? Auto scaling group create the server. How much time it will take to instance be ready at the situation? So it will take 300 seconds minimum. You can give 30 seconds also, no problem, but you will get more bill. If you give more performance, it will give more bill, right? Obviously. Okay. And minimum health percentage. What is minimum health percentage here? This specifies that least 50% of the instance in ASG must be remain healthy during the refresh process. I mean, so one new release will come, right? One new release will come, it will start the process rolling, not for delete everything, not for update everything. In this process, to start this process, at least it will consider 50% instance should be healthy condition. Only it will start the rolling update. For example, two instances are there. Two instances, at least one instance should be run, right? One instance should be run. Next instance, it will upload the rolling activity. Then in this case, no breakdown will be recorded. The reason at least one server is serve the traffic. That's what here 50% is nothing but what? Two instances are running. To start the rolling update process, at least one instance should be healthy. Four instances are running. If you give 50%, at least two servers should be running and a healthy state. Then only the auto scaling group start the self initialization process. Understand? That is the set point, minimum health percentage 50. If you give 100, rolling will not work. Always 100% healthy means it will not work, right? If you give 10%, it will consider 10 instances are there. At least one instance should be healthy. Remaining 9 instances, it will start the rolling process. These are little advanced concepts. If you want to learn, you can understand. Okay. Trigger means what? Desired capacity. I'm giving my trigger is always desired capacity, not minimum maximum. So we can give trigger capacity also here. So that's what we are giving here. Instance refresh strategy is rolling. Minimum health percentage 50%. 50% means 4 servers are running, at least 2 servers can require healthy state. And trigger, what I need to trigger now? Desired capacity. Same process for back end also. Same process for front end also. So these two are creating the same region, right? That's what two auto scaling groups are created. Yeah. Still it is creating US East one. The reason the background RDS is going to create. RDS it will take time. And read replica also creating. Okay. So now you know, right, how to create front end target group, launch template, auto scaling group, load balance and everything. So if you are unable to understand, I will share this breakdown. So you can read this document to understand auto scaling configurations in Terraform, even manual process also. Next. So here again there is a backend dot sh file is there. Okay, if you can see frontend dot sh file is there. So just I'm giving here to start the server process frontend dot sh only. If you want to maybe if you forget to give enable process, if you forget means definitely the instance is not in running condition. Again you need to log in the server. You can run systemctl start httpd something sir command you have to give. So better way I have given this command here in the .sh. The reason when instance will be created, it will be initiate automatically. Next, launch template done, target group done, backend target group, front-end target group, both are same process, and auto scaling group done. Next, security groups. For front-end, how many security groups required? One is for front-end server, one is for back-end server, one is for database servers, one is for auto scaling, one is for load balance. Clear? All are independent security groups I'm creating. So these are resources blocks for security groups. Understand? Next, subnet groups. So I need to create subnet group here, right? Subnet group, this subnet group is helpful to create RDS. While creating RDS, we have to define which subnet group RDS has to create. So I'm creating subnet group also. After creating the subnet group only, this RDS will create. But you need to understand one thing. So I told you, right, why we need to execute US West 2 first. The reason I have mentioned read replica subnet group. I mean, you tell me one thing, guys. This is US West 2, right? Means different region. But my script, if you can see US East 1, read replica, RDS and read replica, they're in the same directory, US East 1 directory. But you tell me, guys, read replica create means which region? We are creating here a different region, right? US West 2. So read replica has to create in US West 2. Definitely in that region, subnet should be created, right? Subnet group should be created, right? That subnet group. So in that US West 2, I have created for subnets VPC security group for what? Second region application purpose. But from US East 1, I'm creating read replica. Creating read replica where? Different region. In that region, make it ready subnet group for read replica. Clear now? That's what I have created. So we have created subnet group. Which purpose this is? Read replica purpose. So for example, let's suppose without initialize the US West, you can come to US East 1 for suppose. Everything will be created, but only read replica will not create. Read replica creating in not same region, right? All resources create in same region except read replica. Read replica creates in different region. Different region means the region required resources be ready with that, right? That's what you need to run first US West 2. The reason inside US West 2, I'm creating required all subnets, right? In those subnets, read replica subnets also there. So read replica subnets, first you create only the next US East 1 read replica will create in US West 2 region. Clear why the dependency? Yeah. Or you can create US West 2 subnet group in separately again. One more directory you have to create. Understand? Now everything is created. Same process for US East 1 also, launch template and auto scaling group, front and back and and whatever target groups and all. But here two things are added additionally, what? RDS and read replica. I'm not creating RDS separately. I'm adding RDS read replica also here only. Okay. Okay. So this one you just understand here. These are to start the servers only we have updated here. If something is missing anyway, or you can ignore this, no problem. You can ignore this. You know where we can use this process? PM to root start to initialize the connection between backend to database, right? When we can run only, we can see the process, right? In the database initialization or not. Okay, let's understand now. So my end, everything is created. Sorry here. So let's understand now. Database created, read replica created, front end related auto scaling group, load balancer, auto scaling, back end load balancer, auto scaling, security groups, everything is created for US East 1. Same process, everything is created for US West 1 also. But US West 1, no master DB, only read replica. You tell me read replica creates in where exactly? By using this subnet group only, right? But read replica creating from this US East 1 directory. That's what we are creating first subnet group US West 2 to create read replica there. Understand the dependency why we are creating first US West 2? Okay. So you can ignore this CloudFront, guys. You guys are confusing. That's what I removed completely CloudFront. If you want to practice, there is a document you can practice. Okay. Now you tell me, guys. Let me check. I'm in the North Virginia first. Let me check all the resources are created or not. First, where to where I can check? See, guys, bash and server. I forget to explain bash and server. I'm creating bash and server also here. Why? Anyone? I'm creating even bash and server also by using Terraform. Why? Why bash and server required here? My servers are all private or public? Private only, right? Then if I want to connect to deploy something, I need a bash and server, right? Definitely. That's what bash and server I have created by using Terraform. Okay? Yes, very good, Naresh. So my bash and if I connect to my bash and server, I can initialize the process. Clear now? Yeah. So now only infrastructure is created, but DB is created now only, right? But DB inside nothing is there. I need to initialize the DB records first. Understand or not? Application comes from AMI. Front-end application comes from AMI. Back-end application comes from AMI. What about RDS? Is there any records now? RDS just now created, right? But if I want to check the page, at least 2-3 page existing records, what I need to do? I need to insert the records, right or not? How to connect the DB to insert the records? First, I need to connect which server, front end or back end? To insert the records into database, which server I need to connect, front end or back end? Back end only connect to DB, right? In the back end inside .env is there, right or not? Now we need to focus application connection configuration. Okay, let's go to now my application. Let's go to here. Backend or client? Backend. Check on the backend. Guys, you tell me, here is the configurations of database, right? .env. Okay. So now you tell me, My host, username, password, port are there. Port is there. Okay. My DB is created. While creating my DB, I have given username, password, port. I will show you here. Where exactly RDS? Here. So if you can see, this is RDS creation block. So if you can see username calling from variables, password calling from variables, port also I have mentioned. So now what I need to mention here, only the unknown thing is only here, right? Books.rds.com. But RDS will create what? Endpoint. So what we can understand here, this is my RDS, created one already. Let's go to US East one. Click on this. My backend application connect to database. What and all required? Endpoint, username, password, port. This four required, right? Even if you try to connect from SQL bench. But is it possible to connect this database from SQL workbench? Is it possible or not? No. The reason is why? This is not public database, private database. Then who will connect this database? Any server. From the server I can connect, right? How to connect MySQL-u username and password we can connect. Clear or not? Yeah. So which server I need to log in to connect database? Backend server. How to log in backend server? To backend server. Okay. This flow is clear right now? No need to explain, right? Okay. So now I need to insert the records. I need to insert the record means I need endpoint, right? Database endpoint. But I'm not using endpoint directly. What I'm using here? Book.rds.com. Somewhere I have used this name to point out to my database endpoint. Where exactly it is? Route 53. We have created a private hosted zones. Let's go to Route 53 private hosted zones. Now, after create infrastructure by using Terraform, the first step what you need to do, you just follow from now. First, you need to create private hosted region. Why? My application inside I have given some alias name instead of directly giving endpoint. Or if you don't want to create private hosted zone, directly you can give endpoint of RDS here. Clear now? Two options. Better to go Route 53 private hosted zones. In interest, may they can ask, what is the use of private hosted zones? Okay. Now tell me guys, let's go to Route 53. My end only public hosted zone is there. Now I'm going to create hosted zone. Private or public? Private hosted zone. Here the name is what? rds.com. I'm giving my hosted zone name. I will tell you why. So which hosted zone? Private hosted zone. Which VPC? First we need to select which region. Which region guys? US East one. Which VPC? 3-tier. 3-tier VPC, how it is created, how it is coming? 3-tier VPC created by using Terraform. Clear the logic now? Okay. Now VPC, we can understand carefully here. Hosted zone is created. I need to create next what? Record. Which record? Database record. How to create? By using CNAME records. Mapping is CNAME only. One domain name is transferred to different domain name. We can changing the names one name to other name. We can create a records. So I'm giving here which domain name I have to give here. Okay, we'll talk later. Let me change the CNAME record. Here what I need to give? My RDS endpoint. Okay. Okay. Now you tell me which name I need to give here. My application already calling one name, right? What is that name? Book.rds.com. Definitely I should use the same name, right? In this case, let's go there. I can give what? Only subdomain is what? Book. Now understand why I have given rds.com. Or you can give different names, no problem, boss. But you need to use here the same name, whatever name you are giving. Clear the logic, no? Or if you don't want to create any hosted zones, simply you can hard code the DB endpoint. Clear till here now? This is very important understanding. Okay. Let's create a record, simple record, book only, not books. Clear till here? And a very important point now, backend application configure to DB now. Till here clear now? Okay. Now one more thing. My backend application, let's go to front-end application first. How front-end application communicate to backend application? By pages config.js with this URL. Clear now? With this URL. With this URL, front-end will communicate to backend. Backend, we have already created a load balancer, right? That load balancer, we need to map it with this name. How to map it? Again, create record in Route 53. Clear till here now? Okay. But you need to understand one important thing here. See, what is this? HTTPS. If you want HTTPS, what you need to do? We need to create certificate manager. Certificate manager, I'm not creating through Terraform. Then what I need to do first now? Create certificate manager for enable HTTPS process. Clear till here now? Okay. Go to certificate manager, request certificate. So which region I'm creating certificate? Certificate manager is not global level, region level. Which region I need to create now? US East one only. Basically, North Virginia only my load balancer is there. North Virginia only my database is there. So definitely North Virginia only new certificate also create. So where you guys are doing mistake here only. So here, don't give entire domain name. My domain name is what? narni.co.in. If you give like this, your certificate will enable this name only, narni.co.in. If you want to use any subdomain before, for example, API, something, certificate will not validate. The reason domain name you haven't validated api.narni.co.in. So how to give here? Give here star. Any name you can use subdomain name. So in the Route 53, while creating time, it is asking subdomain name, right? Something, any name. So if you want to give subdomain name, we have to validate the certificate. The front star means any name will come. API dot front end dot whatever, your name dot something. Clear now? Okay. Done now? Here, very important point. Many students are asking doubts here only again. Sir, always showing pending validation. Boss, you are creating certificate manager, narni.co.in is right? So definitely, may you have already registered narni.co.in in any web domain, right? GoDaddy and something. How the system can understand it is yours or not? Maybe I can use google.com also in the certificate manager. So certificate manager has to validate Google is with Google domain, yours only or others only, right? So, but now how to validate? My domain already validated in Route 53 or not? How to validate it? By changing the name server records, right? While creating Route 53, name server records are created. Those records already exchange, copied from Route 53 to GoDaddy. So validation completed. Then only you are able to use your narni.co.in web domain page. Here certificate manager also validate. narni.co.in yours or not, I don't know. Here certificate manager, you can give any name, it will take. But how to validate? Still it is a pending state, right? Now what we can see here, create record in Route 53. It will create a record in Route 53 and validate your domain name and issue the certificate. So create record in Route 53. Okay. Let's go to my US East one. Record has to create where exactly? Let's go to hoster zone. Yeah, already my CNAME record is created. That's what it is not creating again. Your end, if it was not there here, your end, it will create the record. Clear? This record creates from where? Certificate manager. Clear now? Then only validation will complete. Let's understand now validation are completed or not. Otherwise, I will delete and I can. pending validation. So simply what I can do now, I can delete the record from there in the route 53. Let's go here. Done, right? Don't delete these records. Huh? Again, I need to copy paste into the GoDaddy where you created. And then you can come to here, certificate manager now. Now you can create record, no matches. Okay, what I can do, simply delete this one. Now again, I will create the reason route 53 record already exists, right? Okay, so I'm in the North Virginia region. So request a certificate. The name is what here? It will take sometimes more time. star.narni.co.in. Clear? DNS validations recommended. It will take some time. Let's wait. Pending validation, create record in Route 53. See now, clear now, create record. Now it will validate certificate manager. This narni.co.in, yours are not this domain name. Okay. Let's refresh here. See, record is created now. Now go to certificate manager. Refresh here. Issued, right? Okay. Now let's go to load balancer. My load balancer, guys, I have given only HTTP, not HTTPS. Why? Any guess? By Terraform, I will show you here. I have given only HTTPS. Why? What could be the reason? Can I give while creation of protocol HTTPS here through Terraform? So here I'm not creating certificate manager, right? If you're not creating certificate manager, HTTPS protocol, if you want to create, you have to validate with the certificate. So if I give HTTPS here, it will throw an error, no certification validation complete your end. That's what HTTPS I haven't created through Terraform. Or we can do one thing. We can add certificate manager creation also through Terraform and give that the block here we can call into HTTPS. Clear now? We can do like that also. Okay, let's do it now. What I need to changes now? I need to do some changes here. The backend. Let's go to North Virginia. In load balancer, I need to enable HTTPS now. Why HTTPS? If you can see, my application is protocol is what? HTTPS. But my load balancer is configured to Route 53. But load balancer, if not support HTTPS protocol, definitely it will not work. So what I need to do? My load balancer, I need to enable HTTPS protocol. Yeah, security groups already enable everything. Security groups, no dependency, right? You can enable HTTPS anytime. Not required any certification manager validations. That's what I have already added. Backend. Don't add in front end, guys. You can add front end also, no problem. Backend is required to your front end is calling to backend URL through HTTPS protocol. That's what I'm adding, only backend. If you want to add front end, you can add, no problem. How to add here? Add listener. Target group what? Already created through Terraform. Yeah, backend target group. Here, HTTPS 443 backend target group. Whenever I click HTTPS, if you can see, the option is enabled, certificate option. Understand now? So in this case, if you create HTTPS protocol through Terraform, so definitely certificate manager also you should create through Terraform only. Understand? Otherwise, make it ready. First, you can create certificate manager here, then run Terraform HTTPS protocol. Anyway, these are dependencies we need to understand. Done now. Certificate manager. And one more thing we need to do. What is that? Here, this part is only done. What about this one? I need to create an alias record for my load balancer to call api.narni.co.in. Correct or not? Let's go. Yeah, mapping alias. This is not easy project, guys. Once again, I'm saying that this is your entire AWS, how you perform your 3 months, 4 months training. Here the time you need to prove. Okay, this is not easy project. See, project is nothing but definitely you may struggle. Then only you can learn. Project is nothing but uploading file in S3 bucket also project. Many people are considering, right? Those are not projects. These are the projects. Definitely we need to struggle to complete the project, right? When the struggle means what? You need to work so many things in that. Then so many things means we are learning so many things in that. Same thing. Hard work never fails. Understand that. Don't take simple projects. Creation EC2 instance. Sir, I have done one project creation EC2 instance by using Terraform. That is not at all project. Hmm. Route 50 record, guys. Create record. Tell me what I need to give here. API. Alias to choose endpoint. Application load balancer. Region is what here? US East 1. Which load balancer? Backend or front end? Backend only, right? Huh? Front end. If you want to get a front end, you can create. No problem. Yes, it will work. But my purpose is what? This is what? Front end server connect to back end. How to connect in the front? See, I mean the client means front end. How to connect front end server back end? I need to give back end URL. Okay. Be careful which region also you can see here. Even if you select the region, it will come. Create record. Okay. Okay. So let's come to now here. This entire line fulfilled or not now? HTTPS through HTTPS through certificate manager done. API.nani.code through Route 53 done. Clear now? You can start the process. Now, application there, front end application there, back end application there. What about database now? Database, any records will be there inside? Database, just now I have created fresh database now. I need to insert the records. Which records are? Already 2 books are coming right in the display. We have to insert those records. To insert those records, how to connect, here we can learn how to connect private server, how to connect private DB, how to connect from front end, how to connect from public server. These are learning, right? These are learning points. Let's come now. Tell me how to start the process. What I need to connect? Is it possible to connect backend directly? So don't do public instance projects. Again, no use. Real time, no public servers, no public IPs at all. In this case, we have to connect through bash and host. Or we have a process SSM, AWS SSM process also there to connect directly private server. I will show you later. So connect bash and server. So now you can focus on application deployment. Now you can focus on configurations. The reason Terraform is taking care of infrastructure. Okay. If you run this infrastructure, definitely it will work if you deploy application quickly. So I'm inside of where? Bash and host server. How to connect no private server from here? Copy the key first, right? vi us east 1 dot pem. Oh my God. In this case, quit it. Don't save, okay? us east 1 dot pem. This is my key where I use to all instances. I use this key for all instances. All instances I use this key means which key? I use, come on guys. Which key I use for all the instances? Public or private? Instance stores public keys only, not private keys. To connect to servers, we have to use private key. This is the private key. Clear now? How to connect now? LS, key is there. You are inside of the same network. How to connect? SSH, hyphen I, US East 1 dot PEM. Next, this is Ubuntu, Ubuntu at the rate private IP of the Ubuntu server. Let's go now. Which one is the private server? Backend. Take this IP. Done. Permission denied. Why? chmod. Next is what? Linux, guys. Linux. Connected private server. How to check? Check this 519119. 5119. So I'm inside of backend. Now I can connect a DB, right? Okay. What is this command? To check your connection. Okay, we can see later than that point. Okay, I'm here now, right? So I need to connect database first. I need to connect database first and run some test database to creation. The script, whatever script is there, right? The script is executed inside the test database only. You can create the name of the database, anything. Sir, can we add same database script inside creation of database also? Yes, we can add. But understanding purpose, how to connect and create some database, just for knowledge. How to connect? MySQL -u username and next. Oh no, -h. H means what? Endpoint. What is my endpoint here? Database endpoint is what now? Database database endpoint is what? గుర్తు రావట్లేదా? Books dot not s book.rds.com. We have already mapped that RDS endpoint with private hosted zone, right? Book.rds. Don't give s. Oh, always I did mistake, I know. Next, hyphen u admin. Next, give hyphen p, enter. Boom. What is error? MySQL not found. So I can add simply MySQL installation in my backend server, right? How to add? In the script is running, right? MySQL I can add in that snippet, right? But why I'm not added? At least you need to troubleshoot something, right? If I do everything, you can execute and take a screenshot. Sir, books are ready. My project is ready, right? That's what some few things I've wantedly not added into that scripts. Okay. Now, how to create server, how to install the server? This is what? Not M. The reason this is Ubuntu. So sudo apt get install. Better to update first. If it is a Linux, Amazon Linux, M update -y. Why we have preferred M? Real time 70% Red Hat servers we are using. Red Hat. Red Hat commands all are work with the M only, not APT. Remaining 30% distributions they are using with Ubuntu. That's what we cover too. Okay. Sudo apt get install MySQL hyphen server is the distribution name of the MySQL for the Ubuntu. Guys, why MySQL is required here? This is not database, right? Already database RDS are there, right? Why MySQL is required here? MySQL command running in where? Backend server. To understand MySQL command, first MySQL should be there inside the backend server, right? If you want to run Python code, Python should be installed, right? If you want to run Java code, Java should be installed, right? If I want to run MySQL command, MySQL should be installed. Don't confuse here, sir, why MySQL is installing? This is not database, right? Yes, this is not database. This is just client I'm installing, not for server and client. That is different. Okay. Now give up arrow. Yeah. Now, so give up arrow. Give here password. You can give my password. I mean, you can give your password. Sorry. Done. You are inside. You are inside MySQL, right? So you are inside MySQL means where you are inside now? RDS. You are enter into the RDS now. If I create now, how to create test database? Create database, not table, database. Which name it is? You can give any name, no problem, guys. I'm creating test only. You can give any name, your name also. Colon. Query is okay, test is okay. If you are having any questions, run again same query. Already exists. So clear now, satisfied? Okay, database is created. Now you need to run what? Books are there, right? Book script is there, right? Where is the book script here? Let's come to backend now. Test.sql, right? So these are the books details. What exactly, once we hit the URL, we are able to see two books, right? Two books information already we are loading now, inserting the records. Otherwise, empty page will come first. Understand or not what I'm trying to say? See, boss, application comes from AMI. Backend application comes from backend API. But how the data will come in the database? Database freshly I'm creating RDS, right? I'm not creating RDS from any AMI. I'm not creating RDS from any existing data. Fresh RDS means we need to insert the records, right? Understand or not? We need to insert the records. Then only we can get. See, for example, if we are able to see these records, right? First two records we are able to see, right? Next records we are inserting, right? These records, how we can see? First, someone has to load it these records into database only. I can see these two records. Now, how I can see these 5 records? Someone has to insert these records. I have inserted these records. Understand or not? Yeah. For example, if you want to create a fresh database, if you need the same data, you need to insert enter details into the database. Then only database will give this information. Clear now? Okay. For example, one database you have created, boss. Okay. Flipkart database. Flipkart users, 100 users are added their details. I mean, sign up process done. 100 details are there. Now database deleted, for example, deleted. Sir, we have a high availability across zone. I'm not talking about high availability. Database deleted. Now you need to create one more database. You can create fresh database first and insert whatever records you lost first, right? 100 records you lost, right? Database deleted, right? The users already created the sign up process done, right? So we need to add those details into new database. Then only database one can give when they are sign in time. Otherwise, database deleted your details miss. So again, you need to insert. This is not good, right? That's what. Let's go now. So I'm inside of the database, right? My script is there where? Backend server, test.sql. But you need to exit from here now. Now you are in where? 119 means bash node server. Again, you need to go backend, right? 5199 is a backend. Same. I'm in the backend only. Give ls. Second, this is already there, right? My end. How it is coming here? Did I clone now? Then how it is coming here? How it is coming my project repository here? How I'm able to see? Why? I'm not created, right? Very good. From AMI. See, when AMI will create, guys, first to create a public server, clone the repository, install the dependencies, and create AMI. From the AMI, if you can create whatever you clone, we are able to see, right? I'm able to see here. Understand or not? Yeah. So I need to switch to my directory, ls. Where exactly I need to go? Backend or front end? Front end means client. Backend, right? Backend, ls. Test.sql is here. I need to run test.sql. How to run? Connect to database and run this file. Again, we can learn here how to run MySQL script to exactly database. We can connect first database and go to the backend server and run it. Again, learning point here. Tell me how to connect database first. MySQL -h book.rds.com -p, and I'm going to give it test here. Test is what? Already test is created, right? test.sql. Clear now? What is the meaning of this command? Execute the test.sql, connect to database, and there is a already database created. In the database, you can execute this script. This is the meaning. Done, right? If you want to re-verify, run again. Already exist. Means already running now. Clear now? Process enter clear, right? No doubts, right? Okay. So now come to here again. Now my backend to DB configuration done. Front end to backend configuration done. Now how to hit this? How to access this? Just at this time, how to access? Through front end load balancer. Front end load balancer. Let's come to here. Front end load so this is backend, right? This is client. Client should access to backend. Backend should access to DB, right? How client can access? How client can access, guys? Pages. How client can access? With this config.js. Client can access, front end can access to backend URL. What is the backend URL? api.narni.co.in, which I have already registered in my Route 53. Protocol is what? HTTPS, which I have registered in Certificate Manager. So my load balancer has to give response, means I need to enable HTTP listener also. Clear every entire process now? This is just only one region. Please don't see like that, guys. If you see, if you practice well, this is very easy, guys. Don't worry. My end also sometimes not work. I don't know. Maybe it will work or not. See, luckily working. Okay. So these images we can change later. Any Node.js developers are there? Please change these images. There is image section in that. Change it or give our Naresh websites or something, whatever it is. Even I'm just occupied with other works. That's what I don't have any time to do this. Till here clear now? Okay. Now my front end is able to connect backend. Backend is able to connect a DB. So how these two records are coming, guys? Did I insert now? Then why it is coming? From where it is coming? These two books. Test.sql script we ran, right? Why? With these two books are, see, go to test.sql script here. At least minimum page I required. That's what I have inserted the records. Backend. Test.sql, if you can see. See. Two books details. Okay. Understand or not? Books details, two books details are there, right? ID, title, price, cover, something. Whenever I run this, two books will be created. It is taking from the front end code. There is a books pics are there. It will take from there, prepare one website like this way. If you are not run this, if you hit like this, your end only empty page we can see, not these two books. You can start the process to add your books. Understand? Now check to database. It will work or not. Before that, let me delete this existing one, yesterday one. Book title, I'm giving Hemant. Okay. Book description. What I need to write? Hemant, really Hemant. Okay, question mark. Is it fine? I'm not going to popular you. Naresh, IT, book description. Huh? What? AWS DevOps. New batch will start. Oh, promotion, right? Okay. Guys, okay, anyway. What I need to give? Just give something. No, these guys are saying don't promote. Hello, students. Very nice, Nirmala. Hello, students from Nirmala. Okay. Someone. Price $200. Okay. Book price is $200. Book cover, just leave it. Done, right? So my end is there is no book, right? I haven't configured any book pick inside my code. If I configure, it will take from there. Clear till here now? This is what single region the records are inserting into my main RDS. Now we need to test what? High availability across region, right? How to test now? Understand now. Let's go to now. Guys, be careful here. This is very, very important step now. This is very, very important step now. Now this is working, right? Now this is working, right? If I remove these security groups, inbound roles, no connection, right? What will happen? No traffic. Means what will happen? Page not found. Clear? Your front end is unable to access back end is unable to access database, means nothing is a page not found. But make it ready at this time, second region, right? Make it ready over second region, right? Same steps we need to create now again, second region. If you're having any questions how to create, again you can focus now. Quickly I can do. Go to second region. First, what I need to create, guys? Everything is created. Certificate manager I need to create. Certificate manager is a region specific, as I said. Let's go to. Yes, are you following? Huh? Are you following? Say yes loudly. Are you following? Yeah. Okay. Thanks, online. Request a certificate. North Virginia already raised the. Why I need to raise the request? I will tell you now. So go to which region now? Huh? This one. Next region is US West 2, right? My end. I need to raise the request certificate for US West 2 for give access for US West 2 load balancer HTTPS protocol. Understand or not? Yeah. Request public certificate. Same. Request. Now, pending validation. Now, no need to create record. Why? Each and every point you need to understand, guys. Then only will get a knowledge. Do I need to create record or not? No. Yes, very good, Jansi. Route 53 is global. You have already created your record, right? Validation done. That's what it is not asking any validation. Issued directly. Clear now? Otherwise, if you try to create now, it will not allow to create record, since record will not allow duplicate records since it is a global level. This is point number 1. Okay. Next. What I need to do next? What I need to do next? Certificate manager completed. Hmm. Hmm? What I need to do now? Switch to here. Very good, Shravan Kumar. You guys definitely will get jobs. No doubt on this. No doubt. Seriously, guys. Why you don't have confidence on you? Hmm? I have seen one message, seriously, from someone. I think 9 a.m. batch or 10:30 a.m. batch. Recently, I have posted one screenshot. Okay. Okay. I think my student name is Deepthi, I think. Okay. She got a job. She's fresher. Okay. So she called me and said, thank you so much. Something she is saying something. Okay. After that, she told me one thing, right? Seriously saying that, uh, she told me one thing. In the interview point of view, in interview, the interviewer asked so many questions in different tools. She said all answers for all the tools, even all answers. So interviewer asked last one question: are you experienced or fresher? She said fresher. Interviewer at the time surprised. Where you learn these things? She told me same thing to me. You can check with her. If anyone knows Deepthi, you can check with her. Where you learn all these things. That's what. As I said, 4 years you can manage, right? That's what I'm saying. If you learn all the tools, definitely will get not only freshers, not only experienced guys. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. Let's go to load balancers. Tell me what I need to do here. Again, backend. This is different region I'm going to enable. Add listener. HTTPS. One more time I'm showing you here if anyone missed this. Which backend it is? US West to backend, not US East one. US East one already I'm going to consider as a fail. I will next certificate. If you create certificate in US West 2 region only, you are able to see here. That's what I've created certificate one more time. Now load balancer is done. Now front end also able to communicate, right? HTTPS. But what about api.narni.co.in? Hmm? Okay. Okay. So, okay, I will finish it. Don't confuse. Here the problem is the front end server of US region, the front end server of US West, both are different. Understand or not? I'm not redirecting request to Mumbai to US West 2. I mean US to US West 2. I'm just created one more architecture parallelly. If the backend may fail, the request will go to remaining region backend. I will show you now. Okay. So now you need to understand very carefully. Here, backend configurations. My backend configuration .env already completed in my RDS database. No need to run again the scripts, right? Database already inserted the data. So, but the read replica always sync with database or not? So read replica also able to able to give the data, same data. Now my agenda is, if you can see this architecture, if I enter this region, if I disable, the request will come from where? Read replica. The read replica access front end, back end, and read replica. DB fail means the back end will communicate to where? Read replica. Clear now? Front end will sync with back end. So my front end, definitely I need to change my backend configurations, right? My backend configuration already configure api.narni.co.in with what? Let's come now. Yes, routing policies. If you can go here, you will get a clarity now. Yeah, see guys here. My public hosted zone already created and my narni.co.in record already created api.narni.co.in. But this target is what? What is this target? Hmm? What is the target of my api.narni.co.in record? ELB. Which ELB it is? Which backend ELB? US East 1. But US East 1 enter down, right? Then it will not send the traffic, right? In this case, what we can do? Create one more record for same backend US West to ELB. Clear or not? Now you tell me. Is it possible to give same name? ap.narni.co.in for simple routing? Is it possible? No. But possibilities are there if you can give different routing policies instead of simple routing. What I can do? I can enable here failover routing. My front-end application is communicating to api.narni.co.in. Clear? This URL is configured to backend ELB of US East 1. That server is configured to RDS. Clear now? If you disable entire process, this narni.co.in record is targeted to backend ELB of US East 1, right? It will not work. So what I'm going to do now, I'm going to write a failure routing policies here. Failure routing policy is nothing but what? If one region backend may fail, the request is redirecting into second region backend. Clear now? I'm going to write a backend for failure routing. Yes, failure routing means we have to give same name, right? Not different names, right? But how the system can understand the request first to go to primary and secondary? In failure routing, we have a concept, right? What is that? Primary and secondary concept. If you can give primary, always the routing will be primary only, it will be route the traffic. If I give secondary, primary may fail only, it is route the traffic to secondary. In this case, what I need to create here? Health checks. For what? Primary. Clear or not? Let's come to health checks now. So my health checks, okay, maybe I have already created. You can create new health checks or edit this one. You can create health checks, new health checks. See, simple health checks only. Here you have to give the domain name place. You have to give your, which one you have to give here? Which one I need to give here? Load balancer, right? Load balancer only. Which load balancer it is? Front end or back end? Back end. Which region load balancer? US East 1. Very good. Primary is considering US East 1. When it is fail only, it is redirected to the secondary LB. North Virginia backend. Paste it now. Name is backend, keep as is. No need to change anything. Save. It is unhealthy, right? It will take some time to convert as a healthy. Give some time to the health checks. Okay, now what I need to do now? Create a failure routing policy for primary for US East 1, secondary for US West 2. Let's go to Route 53, hosted zones. Click on here. First, what I need to do, edit this existing one. Edit existing one, change to simple routing to failure routing, right? Failure routing, it will ask what? Choose type, primary. Okay. Health checks ID, this one backend. Record ID, you can give anything, no problem. You can give US East 1, better. Save. I need to create one more record, right? What was that record? Secondary also need to create a record, right? api.narni.co.in. Create a record. api.narni.co.in. So here alias to what? Which endpoint? Application load balancer. Here region is what? US West. Load balancer is what? Backend. Done everything? Done, huh? No. Failover. Choose type. Secondary. Health checks not required. You have given primary, right? If you give, both can fail. Secondary also fail. Health check may fail. So keep as is. Here you can give US West 2. Weekend effect. Failover, right? Done. 2 records created for backend. Those records are failure. One region may fail, the request has to redirect second region. The second server, backend server always sync with master DB or read replica. If the first region fail, master DB also fail indirectly. The request will go to only read replica. The read replica will not allow to insert any records. That's what I'm doing now. But here one thing we are missing again. Any guess? Yeah, understand here again. You are here right now. You are here, right? Inside this server, configuration file is there, right? What is the configuration file? To connect api.narni.co.in. Request will jump to here. Next, how it will communicate? Endpoint, username, password, port number. Clear now? But this endpoint inside, what it was there? Inside endpoint of what endpoint here? This region enter connected to which database? Primary or read replica? Read replica, not primary, right? Primary fail means your application has to connect read replica. Primary endpoint, read replica endpoint, both are same. Both are same. Then I will get what? Error, right? DB unable to access, right? What I need to do? The request should come from where? Read replica. In this case, what I need to do? I need to give my application inside read replica endpoint, or inside my application again I have given book.rds.com. Again I have given same thing. Why? Again I need to create book.rds.com for read replica also, right? Private hosted zone. Otherwise you can hard code for read replica. Same like master. In this case, what I need to do? This is final step, guys. You tell me. Should I create one more hosted zone, or inside a hosted zone I can create record? This is private hosted zone or public hosted zone? Private hosted zone. We have a clarity now. Inside private hosted zone, can I create record or need to create one more private hosted zone? Understand carefully here. While creating private hosted zone, what is the process? Let's go there. Create hosted zone. I'm going to create some XYZ, some private hosted zone. Private hosted zone, see, it is asking what? Region details. But I have created already private hosted zone for what? RDS.com, book RDS.com, record also. But it is not allowed to redirecting the region specific private hosted zone. In this case, do I need to create one more private hosted zone for read replica endpoint? Understand? How many private hosted zones required totally? 2. One is for master endpoint configuration, one is for read replica configuration. Can I give same names? Yes, we can give same names. The reason regions are different, right? Yes. Let's give. Which domain name? RDS.com. Region. Which one here? US West 2. Very good. See, 3-tier VPC I'm able to see why. Terraform created. Terraform created, guys. Created hosted zone. How many hosted zone? Total 3. One is for public hosted zone and remaining are 2 private hosted zones. One is for master, one is for read replica. Clear now? What I need to do now? Created hosted zone only to communication purpose. What exactly you need to communicate? By using this hosted zone. What is your agenda, guys, to creating hosted zone? Why you are creating private hosted zone? internal routing instead of giving endpoint of DB, right? Now what I need to do now here? Create record for endpoint. Which endpoint? Read replica. Which record type it is? CNAME. Very good. What I need to give here? book.rds.com. Sir, then book.rds.com, if you can give your application server .env environmental variable, how the request will go? Master and read replica. Maybe the request will go to master or read replica, right? No problem. If the request will go to read replica, anything is problem. It will not insert any records. We have already proved in the class. If you cannot read replica from SQL workbench, we are unable to insert the records, right? If the request will go to read replica, nothing problem here. The reason read replica is not allowed to any records since master is running. Clear now? Okay. What is the value? Replica endpoint, right? A replica endpoint. If replica is not created, okay, created. No problem. Take this, paste book.rds.com, create a record. Clear now? This is for internal routing purpose only. Instead of directly accessing database, the request will go through Route 53 private hosted zone. If someone can see the books.rds.com, no one can understand, right? This is a database endpoint. We are not released to public. So they need to connect first hosted zone. They need to enter into hosted zone. Only they can see the endpoint of the RDS. All set now, right? So what we have implemented, certificate manager created, backend load balancer HTTPS enabled, Route 53 we are enabled. All done, right? I need to hit which URL now? Now you tell me, still it is running, right? Still it is running main, right? No problem, still main is running. Read replica also running. The request may go through book.rds.com through read replica or master. But no problem, the read replica is not allowed to add the books. Only master only allow the books. So the request will go to master. Till here clear now? Now I'm going to remove the connection for North Virginia. How to remove? Simply go to security groups. Okay, the cross checks what we need to check. First certificate manager. Let's go and check better. Your end also you need to follow the which region? Origin, issued, point number 1 done. Next is what? The important one is what? Load balancer inside. We have to enable HTTPS. Otherwise, your front end is unable to connect your back end of US West 2. Yeah, enable, right? Let's click on backend TG. Okay, this is very important. Next cross checkpoint is what? Just now we have created a Route 53. So now you can understand this is which front end server, guys. Now you can understand. Go to public, sorry, SRC, pages, and config.js. Now this is running in which region? Which server it is? Front end server means this code will be there in front end server only, right? This code will be there means which region it is? Any region, right? Here there is no region specific, right? Any region, it will communicate. We have a 2 regions. The request may go primary or secondary, but the request should go primary only. The reason Route 53 failure routing policy, I have created a record. You should go only primary. Primary means primary endpoint is what? Primary Route 53 endpoint is what? RDS master DB. So in this case, the request will go always to master only, even read replica running. Okay, the reason Route 53 we have created a routing policy should go to primary only. Clear now how the request will go to primary now? Okay, now what I'm going to do? I'm going to delete. I'm going to delete the entire security groups. And better one more thing, Route 53, we have to verify the narni.co.in is done or not. Yes, we have done anyway, one more time. See, two records I have created, right? API dot, see guys, mistake is here. That's what we have to take care, right? Otherwise, what will happen now? It will not work. See, cross check point. Clear now? Both records are same, but the request will go to only primary. Primary is what? Primary backend is what? US East one always. When after, once it is fail only, the API narni.co.in secondary will initiate. And secondary means secondary load balancer will connect. Secondary server and .env file is there, right? .env file is redirecting into private hosted zone of US West 2. From there it will connect. Read replica or master? Read replica. Clear the? Everything is done. Let's go to North Virginia. So go to security groups. So front end, ALB front end SG open here. So edit inbound rules, delete, delete. Okay. And next, see US East one guys, don't delete in US West 2. Go to security groups, ALB backend, North Virginia. Delete, delete, save rules. Come to here. I have deleted entire communication here. No see, if I access from here, the request will come here. Here only stay here. No inbound rules to routing your traffic to front end. Even the front end to back end, I have removed here. You can remove here also, no problem, no need to remove. But Route 53 and we have given routing policies, right? Health checks. So that definitely have to remove here. Now you can check your Route 53 health checks. It is healthy, right? Before stage this is. After unhealthy, it's already changed to healthy. Now it will take some time to convert into unhealthy. Now the request will not hit, right? Now try to access this one. Remove add here. Clear now? This is what US East one is unable to access. After some time, you will get error. This is cache. Let's health check should fail. After that, this one also will go. If you want to access here, HTTP or HTTPS? HTTP only. Front end I haven't configured load balancer in certificate, so it should work HTTP. If you want to work with HTTPS, what you need to do? Go to front end load balancer HTTPS rules, give the certificate, and take this URL and give into Route 53 any record you can access with your custom domain name. Clear? Anyway, so now what exactly I need to hit now? Which ELB? Now everything is removed, right? Now I need to access which region ELB? West 2. East 2 already disabled. So let's go to West 2 ELB. It will take some time to get the records. Let's go to sorry, what I'm doing here. Go to load balancers. Take front end or back end? Huh? Front end. Chalo. Hit now. This is back end, huh? Front end only, right? Hey God. Clear now? These two records inserted to my master, right? It is sync with what? Why it is coming here? The request is coming from where? replica, but these two records already inserted into main primary. It is also sync with your read replica. Read replica is giving your records. Now try to insert the record. So give something demo and one. See, I'm unable to insert the records. Why? This is read replica. Read replica not allows to insert the records. Only to check the records. Read option only. In this case, what I need to do? Promote read replica to master. Let's go there. Origin region, go to database, click on here. This is replica. Now I'm going to promote to master. Done. Now, if I promote to master, guys, do I need to change anywhere and anything? One more point you need to understand. If read replica is promoted to master, the endpoint will change or same? Change, huh? It will not change. So that no need to do any further configuration inside your application, right? Not require any further configuration, right? This endpoint already configured your .env file of your application server. So no need to change anything here. Simply send the traffic, but now this replica act as a master. Modifying. Yes, West become primary now. But my Route 53 already verified the health checks. Health checks failed for my primary. That's what my Route 53 is diverting the traffic to secondary. Secondary is connected to read replica endpoint. Read replica endpoint connect through private hosted zone of Route 53 in the same region. Clear? Rebooting. If I create this project through Terraform, still it is taking 3 hours time. If you create infrastructure manually, it will take 1 week of time. That's what Terraform power is. Whoever new to Terraform, don't try to understand Terraform code now. It's very difficult. May you disappoint, may you drop for training from the training. So please, I'm here, guys. Don't worry, the 9 a.m. batch, I will take care. Okay. Your work is to run Terraform apply, Terraform destroy. Before that, install Terraform. Only 3 tasks your work is. Don't check the code. Directly come what I'm saying here, you just follow. Now available, right? This is not now read replica. This is now master. Let's access now again. Yes. Add new book. Master now. Book price 100. Done. Before and now the difference. Now read replica promoted as a master so that I'm able to access. So this is entire project. I'm not going to add CloudFront. CloudFront is only for front end. Here, front end I haven't any configurations, only back end Route 53 routing policies. Front end also, if fail, we can redirect to second front end. Understand here, my front end, see my friend, for example, one region may fail. What I'm going to do? I'm going to hit different ALB. But how to give access for only single endpoint? Maybe primary fail or secondary fail, always request will go. In this case, use CloudFront, configure your front end ELBs like a primary, secondary, same like backend how you configure for Route 53. If primary will fail, automatically CloudFront endpoint redirect request to secondary. No need to change your endpoints here. I mean, endpoints means your ELB endpoints, no need to change to hit time. Always domain name is same. You can hit the domain name. You don't know even primary is running or fail. Clear? That's all right, guys. See, that is running. RDS is running, but we are not giving access. That's it only. You can delete RDS also, no problem, all right? You can delete primary RDS. Is there any problem? No. Now we have a RDS. Now your master is in not in US East 1. Now it is in US West 2. If you need any read replica, create read replica from master again. Why 5 security groups? For better clarity. All are inside same rules. Yeah, I will tell you. Will you give the video for better clarity? That admins has to take care. One good news to everyone. Yeah. Good news. I'm going to provide day 1 to day 4 recordings for project. Okay? Just give me some time. I need to check with admin. No problem. It's my videos. Definitely they will give. But don't share to everyone. Everyone means outside circles. They may promote. Other institutes may promote. This is my videos. Please don't send to others. This is my 1 month hard work. Okay? So please don't do it. So I will share the recordings to everyone. Don't worry. Let me talk to my admins. I need to take permission first. As I know, definitely they will help. No problem. So clear project and very important thing, if you run Terraform destroy, it will not work. The reason, your load balancer added one rule, dependency rule for certificate manager, right? So first we have to delete certificate manager manually. This is very important. Otherwise, you are unable to delete the resources. Bill will get if I'm not responsive your message. Sir, how to delete generating all, generating all. So this is very important. Come here now. This step is very important. So try to delete certificate manager now. If you try to delete certificate manager, so it will not allow to delete. Where we use the certificate manager? Route 53. No, load balancers. So go to load balancers. The deletion process is headache now. Guys, please give 10 minutes of time, right? You guys are only attending the class. I'm continuously talking, right, for last 3 hours, 2.5 hours. So please be patient, huh? We can complete now. No need to check front end, right? I'm just adding in back end only. So I have added, already not reachable, right? The reason, Route 53, I have removed the security groups, right? Guys, if you want to understand security groups, how to configure in real time, please attend. Why six security groups I have created, I will tell you now. Before that, let me delete everything. So in your training, most probably your trainers are saying that give anywhere, all traffic anywhere, right? It's not like that. Not anywhere, not all traffic in real time. How to configure only to access, I will show you now. So now let's go to US West 2. Go to backend, remove HTTPS here also. Delete listener. Confirm. Now try to delete certificate manager. See, we can see still refresh the screen. Certificate manager deleted. Next, what you need to do? You have to delete certificate manager in next region also, right? Here also. So in this load balancer also, we have to disable HTTPS rules. Otherwise, it will not work. Now delete. Next, what I need to delete? Route 53. Deletion is very important. Otherwise, your Terraform will not execute, guys. Dependencies are there. Again, you may follow me. Sir, how to delete, how to delete. So RDS private host agent also will not delete until you delete the record first. Delete record first, then delete hosted zone. Otherwise, hosted zone will not delete it. Now delete. Delete records. Now done. Now delete hosted zones. Delete hosted zones. Now go to here. You can delete this 2, 3. Deleted. Okay. Now you can delete Terraform destroy. So first we need to execute second one, right? The reason read replica subnet group is creating in this region. That's what we are creating first, second, then third. So deletion also first, third in reverse way. Completely reverse way. First delete third one. Otherwise it will not delete. Terraform destroy auto approve. It will take 15 minutes of time to delete the resources. ఈ వాటర్ తనకి ఇవ్వండి కొంచెం. కావాలా వాటర్ తీసుకోండి. వాటర్. Okay. So now I have destroyed directory 3 here. Okay. Okay, let's understand now why security groups required 6. Can we create 1? Understand the process now. You will get better clarity now. Yes, see this now. SG group 1, SG group 2, SG group 3. Let's give this is server, and we can add one more. We can add one more. Understand first. Public are here, right? Okay. Public access to first which endpoint? Load balancer security group, right? Load balancer security group. Front end load balancer security group. So this is what, guys, now? Which security group it is? Front end LB, front end LBSG. Important point this is. Not front end server, right? Front end load balancer SG. Requests are coming to front end. Now you tell me which protocol we can use here. Which protocols we should use here? If you use if you give certificate, HTTPS or HTTP only. Clear till here? Next, request will go to where? Request will go to where? Next. Front end load balancer request will go where? Front end server. It will not go back end load balancer. This is what? Front end server. Front end server. Who can access front end server? Anyone can access directly from here. If you enable all traffic, if they know public IP, they can access. If you allow all traffic. So I'm disabling all traffic. I mean source. In the source, I'm disabling all traffic. I can give the request will come through ALB security group only. I can allow. Means what? Source is what here? In the source, you have to select here ALB front end ALB SG source here. Only source request will only come through front end or LB, not from anywhere, right? Okay. So this is source. Now you tell me here, this is what? This is what? Backend ALB. The request will come to backend ALB comes from where? Front end server. Here source is what? Front end server. Here source is what? Front end LB. Now, backend ALB should connect to what? Backend server first. Backend ALB is redirect traffic to where? Backend server. Backend server source is what? The request source is what? Backend server. Backend ALB. Backend ALB security group. Backend, not backend ALB. Backend ALB security group. Here, front end ALB security group. Okay. Now, this is what? RDS. What is the source of RDS? Who can connect the RDS? Backend server. What is the source here? Backend server source. Understand now? Now, if I open this security group, it is not anywhere traffic all sources. It is specifically one port. It should work. That port, who can access that port? Only backend server. How to define only backend server has to access? Give in the source level backend SG group name. I will show you now. See here. So I'm deleting now what? Only North Virginia, right? Let's go to US West origin. Let's go to security groups. Let me open which security group here? Oh. Yeah, books RDS SG means what? Books RDS SG means what? RDS security group, right? If I open, what is the source here? Okay, I have given 00. Okay, actually here. So here you can give what? Backend server SG. We should give this one, not this one. Remove and you can add rule. MySQL Aurora and source is what here? You can go to SG. Yeah, backend server SG. That's it. Now this 3306 only can access the request will come through backend server only. For example, one more backend server is there. That server is going to access? No. If the server is attached to the same security group only, it can access. If I give, for example, here, anywhere traffic, all traffic. Now you tell me, everyone can access database? No. Again, source is what? Yes, source is backend server. If the request comes from the backend server, that request can access anything. This is the meaning. Clear now? What is source here? Actually, what we need to define here. Yeah. So the same thing. Let's go to understand one more. I will show you that backend server now. Only backend server. We have seen the backend RDS, right? Now we can see the only backend server. What is the source of backend server? Backend ALB. Backend ALB SG. So go to inbound rules. Here also all traffic. So what I need to give exactly here? Add the rule. HTTP or HTTPS. HTTPS or HTTP you can give here. In the source, what you need to give? SG backend load balancer. Where is that? Yeah, ALB backend. Clear now? Remove this now. Not required all traffic. My Terraform script maybe all traffic, okay, no problem. So now who can access? The request only comes through security group only. Means the request is coming. This security group means ALB only. If I give any traffic also here, no one can access your server. The source particularly we have mentioned. The source come through this only. Understand? That's what we have created different security groups to give a particular tracking of security groups. Otherwise, we can give all traffic and attach every time. Everyone can access your RDS if it is a public. Now, even my RDS is public also. My RDS endpoint, if you have a RDS endpoint, if you have a port number, username, password, we are unable to access even public. The reason the request come through private server only. If you try to access from public, even though DB public, you are unable to access. Agreed or not? Yeah. That's all for 4 Saturdays project. Any questions from offline? What about online? Thanks for your patience. 4 weeks. Final notes ready. Just need to share only. All good, huh? Guys, all good? Yes, please practice manually, then go for Terraform. Yes. So now you know, right, what you need to update in your resumes? That I will give. Any questions online? Any questions? Everything is available. My Git, you can take from my Git. One is for infrastructure, one is for source code. See, this is source code. You have to go this one. And infrastructure, first you have to go Three-Tier App. First you need to clone this one or this one. This one only you have to clone. Application is here, right? From here only you have to create AMI. After that you can launch and servers and all, infrastructure, and after that, yeah, HTTP is mandatory means, guys, inside backend we have configured hello response. If it is working or not, to validate it is working or not your backend, I'm going to hit backend ALB. At that time, it will work the request from external only. That's what we have given. How to configure AWS with Terraform in VS Code? What? Okay, Nilesh, I can understand. He is from 9 AM batch. No problem. Mentors will help you, or I will show you. Thank you so much for your patience. The next week, I will GitOps workshop information, please let us know. Yes, I will share shortly the GitOps workshop. The GitOps workshop, the prerequisite is DevOps knowledge. Anyway, we haven't shared this link to external, only internal team is there. So no problem. Okay. Thank you so much. Bye-bye. Happy weekend to all.